Hi traders, this is Thiago and welcome to Bull or Bear Futures channel. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe to the channel and leave your like in the video. Uh, Today I'm carrying out another live transmission, and today is a bit different from what I've been doing because I usually do it on morning, right in the regular trading hours opening, New York opening, and today to give chance or to experience the afternoon session and to to give the opportunity for the guys that for people that only trade the afternoon session. I'm I decided to make this one. Okay, if this is your first time, this transmission, this is not I do not trade. I usually do not trade. This is for educational purpose. There is no signal room. Objective here is just to narrate the flow. My objective is to show the competitive edge you can get by using order flow tools together with technical analysis tools with charts. And so this my intention here is always to just to show technical concepts, to introduce order flow concepts, since most of people usually do not use order flow tools. So this is actually the objective. Okay, this session is a bit messy. We have again yesterday we had Powell testifying the Senate. It changed the mood of market. Today there is also another testify, and if we see, let me put here, if we see the 50-minute chart from the top left, we see big shadows, big candles with big shadows, upper shadows and lower shadows. It was really hard to trade. It's not an easy condition. If you look at the 2-minute chart, we have all this shaking up and down and breaking lows and making new highs and then suddenly changing the direction again. So this is not uh, it's kind of risky. So in such a condition, I prefer usually not to trade. Um, Now that we have 3 hours, 2.5 hours, 2.5 hours of session, we see this kind of volume profile is also something that some I don't like trading. I prefer to see things more defined, such as, for example, here in the 2996 here, 3996 and 97. When we have this kind of curve, for me it's difficult because I usually prefer to uh, for those who have already seen me here, I like using the volume at price here, the volume column on Super Dawn right here to identify regions, to identify potential opportunities. I use this together with the volumetric bars, so as I can here when I identify a region through the volume at price, I can come to the volumetric bars and try to find some clues here, especially when we see here absorptions, aggressions, exhaustions, all these basic concepts of the order flow analysis. Okay, so let me just turn off this camera. Okay, let's see here. Uh, from my from the studies I carry out every morning. This is our pre-market studies. I elaborate every morning and deliver it before session starts. Considering we are currently at 3980, let me see, just check here. I have the 3980, that is actually the 200-day simple moving average. This region of the 3980 to 83 was actually important for several times. Today we have also here the value area low, and yesterday's low is also here. So it tend to be an important region. Below it, we have 76, 74. Today's low was right at 74.5 down here. And in the case of continuing downwards, we have the 70, 60, 70, 65, and 60. That's also the support one. And we could see price could find some support down there. Okay. Um, as I have just a second, and clear here. As I was telling before, I don't like this kind of profile when things and when prices when we have at the volume at price this smooth curve here. I don't like it. I like trading ranges. I like finding ranges here. So for me, the 3980, 7980 here could be a region that's to possibly consider something. Looking here at the volumetric bars, this third volumetric bar, I'm currently with 45 minutes. Many times I use it in 9 minutes because my objective here is I'm not concerned with the exactly the time frame I use here. The issue is to have enough info here I can take base to lead my decisions. Okay, so um, what we're seeing now, what we are having now in the latest minutes, price reached here the 78. It failed in reaching the 74 again. It hold here, even though we're below the value area low. This yellow box here is the value area. I usually like to have clear in my screen. We just lost this, and we are trying. Sellers are pushing downwards, trying to push downwards. This 4,000 tick here is the moving average, 20 periods moving average. We are assuming kind of downtrend, even though we didn't make new low here. So it would be needed to configure to confirm this new low here down here. And we're seeing this is something I like looking. I have this 45 minutes candle that have around 12 points extension. We've seen here in the left column that sellers have put pressure, but buyers were here and they're still absorbing. We had previously an exhaustion down here that led to a good scalping opportunity. We're seeing now buyers defending the 79 again. This could be this could actually give a good long opportunity here, but we are right trying to break this latest low here. So it's not that I wouldn't try a long trade here, especially because we're seeing this struggle and also buyers making aggressive orders, but sellers absorbing here at 80. So in the case of breaking out downwards, I would be looking at the 76. That could be my, just confirming, 76, 74. That would be my next target, even though it's too close to 78, but we could see it moving up to there, 74, 76. We've seen here an absorption, a strong absorption in 77. We see that so far there were no big orders, big blocks, making this breakout down here. And so if we see prices moving upwards, but failing to overcome the 82, this could mean a continuity. This could lead to a continuity of the drop, okay? But let's see. Let's see. If we start if we start seeing sellers absorbing down under the 80, below the 80 here, this would be actually a bearish signal, and then it could mean that move could be continuing. Let's see here if we are going to overcome the 81. This amount of contract, it could not say that it was a false breakout here in the 80. So we had sellers pushing, now we had buyers trying to defend and reached only the 80.25. So it's hard to, even if trading, I wouldn't be doing nothing now. But as I mentioned before, the objective here is just to share with you my thoughts. I'm just speaking out loud what I'm thinking. So we could say we are the latest 7 minutes. This is the 7 minutes candle here. We're seeing that prices are facing difficult to overcome 80.25. So this barrier, we see where we are trading a lower level from the 79 to 82, and failing again to overcome the 82 could confirm the bearish mood. Remembering that we have also here the value area low at 83. Yep, at 83 there is the value area low. So if price keeps struggling here and failing to overcome the 83, could mean that could kind of confirm this weakness. Sorry, excuse me. And let's say now it seems there was an exhaustion in 83.25. Okay, an exhaustion here that could lead to that could mean weakness and could lead to a quick scalping that could have led, because it already passed. But this is the typical situation of configuration of weakness, and for scalpers, many times lead to good trades. We had this region clearly as a resistance, kind of a short-term resistance here. And it failed there. So now we could see things speeding up downwards. But today, we are living in decision times. Every session with economic indicators or FONC Fed members speaking get even more volatile. Gets even more volatile. So it's hard to hold trades. I prefer to, my style is scalping actually, and especially in such kind of condition with prices shaking, such as it's been usual, with no clear trends, and it's really challenging. And I always prefer to make quick trades and assure, even though there are few points, but it's better to wait. Did you see now the three volumetric bars changed at the same time simultaneously? I don't like this. I need to see what happened, and this means that I get kind of blind in such a situation. Then I will put again here 60 minutes. But as I explained before, uh, the amount here, the number of minutes here for me is not important. What I intend always is to see many candles. I need to see at least 45 minutes here of what has happened the latest 45 minutes. In the session opening, I use 9 minutes, so I can see here the first 1 hour and a half, and but afterwards I usually use 45 or 60 is enough. So we've seen a couple of minutes before the failure, the exhaustion. Here in the 83, we had clear here the 79.82 region, as with this struggle here and seller's absorption. Prices overcame. There was a clear exhaustion at the 83 that led prices moving downwards, and we got stuck again here in the 78. So we're kind of ranging here from 78 to 82. And in the case of moving downwards here, the points I had noted were 74 to 76. We just had it's early to say an exhaustion here in the 575 in 75.50, but it was, we can say it was, so far it was actually an exhaustion. The characteristic of an exhaustion here, 500, 400, 106. When you see a breakout and such a few contracts being due to aggressive order here, such as here, this is a clear lack of conviction or lack of intention. So many times it leads to good, quick scalps. But here we were against the breakout in close to the lows, session lows, so it would be risky, it would be a risky trade. So even if I was trading, I probably would not be considering to do it. But what we're seeing now is that the pressure, we keep we keep under pressure, under selling pressure. We were trading 79 to 82. Now maybe we find balance a bit lower, but buyers are trying to defend here. Look at the absorptions, and I have just confirm. I have the 74, 76, and 70, and then 765 as my next reference below. Let's see what's coming. If we see prices, we're seeing now prices heading downwards here. If in the case of failing to reach the 76, if we see an exhaustion above the 76, this could lead to a quick retracement. But we are seeing, we lost the 78, and we are seeing here this number I'm pointing here. It means that sellers are putting aggressive orders, and buyers are putting those aggressive orders, and sellers that were absorbing. This is a bearish signal when we see sellers absorbing close to the session low, or in the low of a movement, even though if we are not at the day's lows. But if we see sellers When you see sellers absorbing in the bottom, in the lower end of the candle, this is a bearish signal. It does not mean necessarily that prices would keep moving downwards, but it's a weakness signal. And at the same time, if they run out, their contract ran out here, they fail to, they stop absorbing, then we can see it's not unusual to see quick retracements, quick opportunities for scalping. And again, at this time, we could maybe, let's see if price will be able to reach the 82. Okay, we have value area low at 83, and this, the kind of the end of this confusion, this messy here, is around 81.75, and last buying absorption was 325. So if we see failing again there, could lead to a correction, but at the same time, if we see buyers restarting absorptions here, resuming absorptions here, then we could see a move upwards that could maybe have 87 as target. Hi, Aaron. So you are there. How are you? Things shaking today, isn't it? Weren't it? At 12, thing got shaking again. Let's see this time if it's going to overcome the 82, or especially the 83. Latest time price reached the, there was an exhaustion in 83. Let's see if it's going to reach the 82. It just, you have now an exhaustion 80. I was looking at here, but we actually had an exhaustion 80.50. We had previously sellers absorbing 78, 75. So having failed in the 80, if we see price reaching the 78 here, we could see sellers succeeding in push against the 76 again. Let's see. Or if buyers will be able to hold the pressure here. Now we see that they just arrived, they didn't arrive at the 77, they just reached 78.25. So sometimes in the afternoon there are good moves, but most of the times you need to be patient and to keep watching, just keep watching, because there are no clear and safe opportunities. So as I was telling previously here, at the volume at price in the Superdome, there's actually is a configuration I don't like seeing. I prefer to see a clearer range here, and especially here upwards, there's not that clear one, even though we had around 6,000, 5,000 contracts and then reduced to 3,000. Yeah, Ron, I totally agree with you. I don't like it's, for me also it's not interesting. It's easier to lose than to make something. My intention here was just to try to see if I'm not sure. about the percentage of the amount of people that usually trades on the afternoon. So it just a try to do maybe only today and maybe tomorrow. But I also actually prefer to trade in the morning, trade the opening, and at the same time it's interesting because we can adapt. I can adapt the way I do and the way I see things to this condition, to these conditions. But many times that's it. There's no interesting opportunities. Yeah, last hour you usually have moves, but I since sometimes it's too erratic, it goes wild. I also prefer to avoid it. I think that this late hour volatility sometimes is worse for me than morning's volatility. Um, but let's see here. 74 to 76 was the region I have noted. 76 was my next point after the 80 was broken. There was an exhaustion right at the 575. So the points we have noted, we took note, it actually worked and could lead to a 4 or 5 point scalping. Now we see prices struggling to reach here again. Few contracts, not that excitement from both sides. Let's see if in the case of trading 76, let's see if it's going to reach at least the 74.5 that is currently the low, and maybe even if it's going to reach the 70. That is the next point I have noted. Understood, Aaron. Yeah. Late hour is not that good. I think we should have make our profits, or we should have done our job before, in my point of view. It's too risky to do something. Let's see here, the pressure 75, 75. Let's see if there will be kind of an exhaustion here. 74, maybe an exhaustion. Let's see if they will keep putting pressure. Does not actually, and as we see this the continuity of aggression. We are seeing now that buyers, this absorption from sellers here is a bearish signal. Maybe not seeing a continuity now. This means that sellers are willing to sell here at the daily low and daily lows. 73 keeps pressure, keeps sellers, keeps the pressure, and buyers absorbing. Sellers made aggressive orders, big aggressive orders, but at the same time, buyers are absorbing down here. So let's see, just one or two contracts hit here. This maybe could lead to a quick scalp if buyers lose intensity. Let me change again the reference here. 60 minutes. I just put 45 minutes here in order to be able to see more action. Yep. kind of exhaustion here. Let's see if 72 will work. We have the 70. I have the 70 noted here. We keep seeing sellers putting pressure. This is just the nice arrow. Let's see in this. Let's see in this move upwards. Nice, nice, Aaron. So we're going to watch Flamengo. You are Mango. Thanks for being here. It seems that this last one was a nice shot as well. So take care and see you tomorrow. Bye. So let's see here if we're going to reach, if we're going to be able to reach the 78, 79 here. Is that previously an interesting region? We are in a kind of messy. Let me see if now I can put, I'm not sure if with 90 minutes it would be better, or I don't remember when it changed it. Yeah, now it could be better. Let's see here. Last action, actually last representative selling absorption was in 77.25. Let's see if buyers will be able to push price up there. Trading there and return to 75 could mean weakness, and we could see prices moving downwards again. Let's see. But we're seeing this middle column here, volumetric bar, 75 is being absorbed. That is absorbing. Let's here again, the 76 to 77 could be key here. An exhaustion above there could be above the 77, could mean we could see we've reached the 675 and failed there. Then we entered again here. We lost the 76 again. Then this is the kind of situation I like seeing, even though this time, as I mentioned, this time is not that good. I prefer to avoid doing anything. But we've seen the pressure and exhaustion in 675, even though there was also absorption from buyers here and 6 and 625. Here is just an example of trade I would consider doing in such a situation. But since markets kind of quiet at this period, then it's not interesting to go. Let's see if it's going to reach here the 73.75, 73.5 here. That could be the target for such a move. Just playing is just the simulator. Was my objective here was just to show you guys. Let me just keep my stop at 675, I guess it was. The exhaustion was 75. The right stop should be at the 70s, the 70 here to reach the concept. Did you see here the exhaustion there? We are seeing lots of defense. We're seeing lots of defense here. So it could possibly not work, but in theory, it was just to show my concept. Here we have seen absorptions from both sides. Here in the around the 4 could be an interesting region to consider the exit, because there was lots of buying aggressions, buying aggressive orders here. Did you see the 974? So it could stop there, but now it seems that it could be, we could see, let's see the pressure, how it will be the pressure. But I don't like to hold that much in this situation. Let's see, I'm just seeing here, the case of the 73, if we stop seeing relevant orders here, I prefer to quit. In this case, I wouldn't not accept a loss. Let's see if the intensity will keep here. We are seeing buyers keeping putting pressure, but I don't like to spend time or face incur risks. Let's see if there will be relevant aggressions, or if not, it's just a matter, it's just better to close it. Did you see? So we had kind of exhaustion here. We should have seen more aggressive orders here, so I prefer to close. Just this was just an example of the rationale. I will just let reach 40 minutes, 37 minutes, more 3 more minutes to be here. Things are a bit calm, and let's see. We're seeing this absorption here in the 73.25. Let's see if buyers will be able to hold the pressure here. Failing to make a new low here, failing to make the new low here could mean some retracement. We could see a retracement here. We've seen that buyers defended the 73.25, 73.50. So this would be also a condition I would be looking at to see. Let's see if buyers will be able to hold pressure here again. No new low. Sellers are not putting that pressure and exhaustion inside 2.5. Let's see if they will be able to keep pushing. Case of failing here could lead to a quick scalp, maybe could lead to a reaction. We're still seeing a strong selling pressure. Not an exhaustion because we've seen sellers strong again. Let's see if a new low will be made. So far, buyers were able to hold a bit above. Let's see here. Since the impetus have stopped there, let's see here if it could work. It was I'm just showing here, just showing this possibility because it started to get stuck down here. It didn't make a new low. It's too early to say about this. Things are a bit stopped, but maybe buyers could defend since they started absorbing here. If overcoming the 425, it could lead to a quick scalping, a quick reaction. Buyers are still active, but low sellers stronger. It will probably stop here to stop me, but buyers are keep defending. Overcoming the 425, it could run, but it seems that sellers will be able to keep putting pressure and succeeding in continuing the downwards move. Let's see. Buyers still absorbing. Let's see. Overcoming this 425 could be an opportunity. The actual opportunity would be better, maybe there. But since buyers absorbed that amount here, I thought that maybe it could worth it, but it's always risky. I don't like doing this to start to be playing right in these regions, but let's see. It's going to sellers are actually putting pressure. Things are slow. Let's see if it's going to overcome the 425. I would say that maybe overcoming it could speed up, but seems to be sellers had lots of opportunity and they're don't doing the new low. So usually in this, it's not unusual in these scenarios. The other side getting getting. Let me just. I have here the trailing stop, but in this case, it will probably get my trailing stop because it kind of stuck. Failing to reach the 76 could lead to a correction, again to a correction heading towards the low again. Let's see. I just uh, I just clear my exit there just to show the rationale. Here it's failing to overcome to quickly to actually overcome the 425, so it would be a trade that actually could be better to be closed. I uh, just took the stop out to illustrate to see how it could work, how my rationale could work, but it should have ran when it overcame the 425. This was not what actually it have done. But since it's only 1.75 points, I thought that it could worth it showing. We are seeing lots of absorption here in 74. That is actually close to the low. So this is This is a risk. This is a bearish signal. The issue here is that we are with absorptions from both sides, but this absorption in such a low region is a bearish move. But since we didn't make a new low here in this move and it started this huge absorption, it could lead to a correction, maybe a reversal, but at least a quick correction until here maybe here at 78. Let's see, 78 here. Let's see, 76 actually. Sellers started putting pressure, but it's actually it's missing. It's lacking intensity to move. It's boring for me. I'm not that patient to trade or to keep waiting in such a conditions. Let's see, we didn't have a new low and we are making a big green candle, a good green candle here in the 4,000 ticks. This is something I like seeing as well, but it quickly moved downwards again. Did you see? So move is really bearish, keeps the bearish mood. So we're still in this indecision here. Let's see. It was another move downward that failed and make a new low that has been aborted in 72.50. This failed to make a new low in such a position in liquid times, in moments of high liquidity. This many times leads to good reversal, or not reversal of session, but good retracements. Let's see if the 75 will be overcome, but it's really been difficult to overcome it. We're seeing here lots of absorption here in 74. Sellers absorbing here. This means that they are actually trying to push downwards. Buyers striving to defend, but sellers absorbing. So each time it fails in moving above the 75, increase the likelihood of coming downwards. And this is what could be happening. Let's see. Should sellers stop? Should sellers fail in overcoming? More likely it would be to move downwards. But should they fail here, then we could see the move upwards. But you've seen they've tried. Sellers absorbed. Buyers tried to defend, but sellers absorbed a lot. Did you see the new the move? But failing here, there was an exhaustion 71. So this maybe could be the clue, the right moment to try something. But anyway, this was just to take the opportunity and explore the rationale. Okay. 50 minutes of transmission. Thanks for watching. Any doubts, please just drop a comment, and hope you see you on next transmissions. Thank you so much.